What's up guys, it's your boy Serge. So we're going to take a look at all the iPod Shuffle colors here. We're going to talk about it and we're going to do a quick unboxing and review of these products. So the first one up is going to be the Space Gray Black. See, I do have all the colors here, so if you're looking for a specific color, keep watching. We're going to be taking a look at that model here in just a second here. Quick overview of all the models. They do look pretty nice. Especially the newest one that came out is the gold one there in the center. So who is this iPod for? Essentially, it's for somebody who wants a music device that's not too complicated, fairly simple, that you can clip on whether you're exercising or just something small that you can take to go. The iPod Shuffle is a great MP3 player. There's not a lot of companies out there that even continue to make small-based MP3 players. And if they are in the market, there's a pretty good chance that they're not going to be as nice as the iPod Shuffle. The reasons you would get this iPod Shuffle is the simplicity of the design and how it works. It's very easy to use. Other MP3 players will not be this easy. When you're looking at the iPod Shuffle, you'll notice that it's basically just a square. It's got these really simple controls. It's just like a little circle. If you compare it to the newest one that came out, the gold one, these are both of the top selling models. These are the models that most people are going to get. So I figured I would put them side by side just to show you guys what it looks like. One thing to note about these particular iPods is that they don't have screens. They just use little keys there. So they use a very interesting system. They have a little switch at the very top and a little button that can basically have a little voice telling you what the song is. There's the back. This is a 2 GB model, and this is basically the iPod Shuffle. Nothing new here. Basically this year we had a color refresh and that's about it. So pull this little tab here to unbox the item. It's very simple, just pull it and it comes right off. As always, Apple does a pretty good job with their packaging. When you pop it open, it's actually going to be flanked by a little metal clip and a little bit of plastic with a little bit of adhesive. So when you're pulling it off, it's actually a little bit challenging at first, but then it comes right off. When you're looking at it, you'll find that at the back there's a little tab you want to peel. Just peel that right off and then pull forward to get the iPod Shuffle out. If whoever you're getting this device for is computer illiterate, you might want to consider getting them a $20 or $40 prepaid Android smartphone, which would be a little bit bigger, but it could do so much more for essentially the same price. On the side, you'll notice there is a clip also, which is very, very useful. A 3-way switch, one that turns it on, that does play all songs, then does random. We got a voiceover button, a status light, and an earphone port. The status light can either be solid green, which is 50% more, or charged. It could be a solid orange, which is less than 25% battery, and then a solid red, which is very low, about to die. When you're opening up the box here, you got a little start guide, and then on the inside you have your earbuds and your sync cable, which is USB based. If you take off the little shrink wrapping there, you'll see there's a start guide, tells you how to use it, safety information, warranty, and we also have a Apple sticker. This thing's pretty sweet. This is actually the smallest little Apple sticker that you can get. When you're taking out the headphones, one thing I noticed about these is these are the older headphones. They're not the newer earpods. However, they're still going to be good enough, and in most cases they're going to do a pretty good job. And here's the sync cable, USB on one end and 3.5mm headphone jack on the other. Very interesting because it does all the syncing through that headphone jack. When we compare the black one to the gold one, there is a very, very big difference. And different types of people are going to want different types of colors. So most women are probably going to want the gold. I myself have bought in gold before. like rose gold for the iPhones, and then gold for like the 5S. But for most people, for guys, you're going to want to give them the space gray model because that's going to be the more popular model. If a person that you're talking to maybe said they had some kind of specific color need, then the other color options that we'll be going over today might be a very good fit. On the back, you'll see there's a difference in the Apple logo. One reason why you might want to consider getting an iPod Shuffle is just the overall form factor. It's going to be very small and portable. You're not going to be able to get that from a prepaid Android smartphone, but you will have limited storage, so keep that in mind. So both have a type of silvery chrome feel to them. Here's the pink model. This is the model you're probably going to want to get somebody like, like a girl or somebody who likes the pinkish, reddish colors. It's not a bad look. I actually think it looks not too bad. I probably would use one of these if I had like some kind of like matching shirt or something. Here's 3 of the iPod Shuffles side by side, just so you can get a little difference in color. The space gray one actually looks very kind of whitish, silverish, depending on the lighting. And same thing with the gold, it can get very white looking. Here's what the blue one looks like. It's a more calmed down color, nothing too crazy going on here. So what can I tell you about the iPod Shuffles? Well, the iPod Shuffles, they're for a certain type of person that wants something simple, no screen, that just plays music. It's basically just a music player. Here we have the regular silver color. This is like the very first color that's like the very first MacBooks or the very first iPod. They have that kind of similar look, and it's a very basic look. For somebody who doesn't want anything too flashy, this will do really well. The iPod Shuffle is in a very good place in terms of availability. You can buy it in pretty much any store, and it works really, really well. So there you have it. That's all the models. There is one model I did forget to talk about, and that was the product pink model that you can only buy from the Apple website. I gotta thank you for watching this far into the video. If you've gotten this far, there's a pretty good chance that you actually like these types of videos, which means I highly recommend that you subscribe. Press that subscribe button now. I want to thank you for watching, and I want to ask you a question. How can I improve this video? Do you see any particular thing that you'd like improved in this particular video? I'm trying to make these YouTube videos for the YouTube community, and I'm always consistently trying to refine them and make them better. I also believe in having a two-way communication between my subscribers, so if you guys have any questions whatsoever, I'm always here to answer them for you. So again, thank you for watching, and this is Surge TD. Take care. Bye.